Hello guys and welcome back to Brickz. Today I'm just uploading an episode to my channel here. I'm just going to give my raw reaction and raw opinions and a final score out of 10 on my opinion on the newly pictures shown in NINJAGO City Gardens. Now I have a few pictures up on my screen that I'm looking at, so that way I have it crisp in my head what I'm talking about, and you guys are going to have some photos in front of you to help you guys out as well. So yeah, so first I'm just looking at the overview of the set itself, and I just want to say it's amazing. I love the build. All the details are just amazing. It couldn't be any better there. We get like 20 plus minifigures, and I do a video on my Ninja Brickz channel talking about that. And overall, I just feel like this set just, although it's not really what I expected, because obviously the set is taking pretty heavy inspiration from the Ninjago City and Ninjago City Dock sets. That's just, I feel like they just did that maybe to make it a little bit easier on the designers. So that would be the only issue I have with it, is that it does, just kind of repeat itself from there. But I feel like that works okay, and I feel like that's something that, I'm kind of just fine with. I like that they have like Chen's Noodle House and some things that really do just scream it's a Ninjago, not Ninjago movie, which I like. Minifig selection couldn't be better. I love the Child Lloyd minifigure. That's definitely a reason I would like this set. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to actually be picking this up. I'd really like to, but it really depends on just how much money it ends up costing in the end when they give us the official prices. So yeah, but one thing I just wanted to point out about the exterior of the build that's definitely better than the first Ninjago city set that we've gotten in the past is I feel like they've done a lot more with it, with the expansion, like the sides. Like they used a lot more studs on the sides to make the front tiled off, so that way it really just screamed detail, which I really appreciate, and I'm really happy that LEGO was able to pull that off. The Chen's Noodle House, I really like that because, they like have like the guy with like holding the two noodle bowls, just like completely using the same deal, which I really appreciate. And I like the one thing that I feel like they really did repeat from the Ninjago movie is how, obviously it gets more and more modern as you go up, which I feel like it's a nice trend, but I feel like it's super repetitive to the Ninjago movie as well. That'd be my only issue with that. And it is called Ninjago City Gardens, but one thing I noticed is that apart from the middle, it really isn't much of a garden, which I do think I liked it better without it being primarily focused on the garden, because I feel like otherwise, I feel like it'd be a little bit too bland if it was just the garden. So yeah, as of now, we don't know what the other side looks like, but we do know what the front looks like. So now I'm going to move over to the right side, where we have this big blue and purple tower, which probably, if you're like me, and the brighter colors in the build kind of catch your eyes first, then you would have looked at this right away. And this is easily one of my favorite parts, this tower. It has like the Ninja Secret Room headquarters deal, which is pretty cool overall, and definitely a nice addition to the set. And I just really like the details, and yeah, the hidden room, I feel like they did put some pretty solid details in there. I feel like it could have been better, but I feel like it's still good enough. So anyhow, we're going to talk about the minifigures for a second here. I really like how they balanced between having Legacy Ninja and like the standard Ninja, like without their suits. I feel like that's a really nice balance, and I feel like that's something they didn't need to do, but I feel like something extra that they opted for. So you'll get Ninja Zane, Ninja Kai, and then you get a Child Lloyd, which I already said. I really like that minifigure. And then you get just regular with no Ninja Suit Cole, regular with no Ninja Suit Jay, and regular with no Ninja Suit Nia. And then we also get some fun minifigures like the Mechanic, which definitely is nice to get. Then we get Ronin for those who didn't pick him up in Season 5 like myself. This is a nice opportunity to get that. And then obviously we have the Golden Wu. And I just gotta say, that's amazing. Best golden minifigure out of all of them. And I love how the head is golden. Correct me if I'm wrong on this in the comment section down below, but I'm pretty sure that the other gold ninjas, the head isn't gold. And with Wu, they, like his beard, his hat, his head, and obviously his torso and legs are all gold, which I feel like is definitely something that we can appreciate, and I definitely really like that. And yeah, that's definitely something that I really enjoy. But yeah, so I'm just kind of looking through the pictures here. One thing I kind of noticed is how they really, just really, I feel like, I really like the set and all, but I kind of feel like it's so repetitive to the Ninjago City with like the railings, and everything. But I feel like that's a good thing because anyone who's buying the City set already has the Ninjago City set and not purchasing this can put them together, which I feel like is a nice touch. But it's not such a nice touch for people like me who don't have that. But still, I feel like it's still a nice detail. So yeah, and then I'm looking at the very bottom here, where it just has like the older style stuff. I feel like that's pretty good. I really like that. I kind of would prefer if the whole thing was kind of like the second floor. If you're looking at the second floor, that I kind of would like. That's like my favorite floor. So I would prefer it if the whole thing looks like that. In the bottom floor, I feel like I wouldn't say it's lacking because it's most definitely not. But I would say it doesn't look as good as the other floors because I think there's no shops or anything. It's just kind of like two walls, and then we have a pathway, obviously, across the front. And then there's just this big opening, which I feel like on the set boxes and everything, they make that opening in the middle look really nice. But obviously on display, that's just going to be your wall or whatever's behind it showing, and that big hole in the middle, which I feel like that's fine, but I just kind of would prefer if that was filled in. Because obviously, and with the nice background that they can place in here, it looks like we got some nice trees and, some water back there. But obviously, the set doesn't actually feature that, so that doesn't really work. Unless you put the set box behind it, which might be what I'm gonna end up doing. So yeah, and then they have this nice little display here on the second floor in the middle, where they really had a nice usage of the Prime Empire armor pieces here. And then we have like the golden Wu hat in the middle, and then like the little horn thing. I'm looking at the middle of the second floor. You guys missed that where the big tree is. And then they have a nice little 10th anniversary sign, which I like and really appreciate that. And then right to the right of it, we have Tinker's. Or sorry, not Tinker. I've been playing Spider-Man Miles Morales lately, and obviously the Tinker is a character there. And we have the mechanic in his little hideout there. I really appreciate that they went above and beyond to give things, to put those small details like the mechanic having a small hideout. I feel like that wasn't necessarily something they needed to have, but Lego, of course, was nice enough to include, and I really do appreciate that. So yeah, and then I'm just kind of just scrolling around, like I said. I really do appreciate the amount of detail that Lego decided to put in this. I apologize, guys. I'm just quickly scrolling through my pictures here. Sorry about that. All right, anyhow. So I'm just looking at the outside of the main orange area. Looking at that tree, and I just noticed that they use like a roller coaster piece as like the arch, and put like cell phones and like some stuff, some like macaroni style pieces. I can't tell for sure, but yeah, I really like that. I really like one thing I noticed about these Ninjago City sets, like the docks, Ninjago City, and now the gardens, is that they really go above and beyond with their parts usage. I mean, all these sets use parts that aren't common and definitely wouldn't usually be in a modular style build, which I feel like is kind of the beauty of these sets, and I feel like that's one reason that I really didn't want to get this set. Obviously, I missed out on the first two, which, I would have liked to at least get the Ninjago City set, because that's, in my opinion, that's the best out of the three, but the Gardens is my second favorite. And the docks, I feel like the docks just wasn't very good. I wouldn't have got that anyways. But yeah, this one is extremely good, and yeah, I really like that, and I really appreciate how they did that with the three connecting parts, and I hope they do more for this in the future. But I really like how that they made this special and individual in itself. Obviously, this isn't anything like the movie sets because this is directly specific to the TV show, which is why we have Chen's Noodle House, Ronan's little pawn shop, and then the mechanic's little hideout, which we obviously wouldn't get in a movie variant of this build. So yeah, and now I'm just looking off to the left where you can see we have Lloyd jumping around, the child Lloyd, and we can see that there's a nice little monastery build there on the bottom floor, obviously, and I think that's a nice little touch. And I think that's definitely something that, I wouldn't say it needed to be there, but I feel like that's something that is a really nice addition. I feel like, I don't know how to put this, but they just did an amazing job of putting everything from the past 13 Ninjago seasons into one set. And I can't really think of anything else that they could have added. Obviously, since Ninjago's been around for 13 seasons, there was no way they could have put everything in this set. That's just kind of the reality. But I feel like overall, this is an amazing set. And I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 for all the reasons that I have listed. And yeah, I thank you guys so much for watching this video. This was just my raw reaction, raw opinion to the new Ninjago City Garden set that just came out. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'm picking it up. It really depends on what the final price turns out to be. We already, obviously in Canada, it's going to be $400. Or, well, yeah, I don't know. But anyhow, the reference that I'm looking at, the reference pictures, it says that's $400 Canadian. I'm really hoping for $300 USD. And I'm hoping that that's the price, because that would be within my price range. But anything above that won't really fit my price range. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Tell me in the comments below if you plan to get this set. And obviously, guys, if I do end up getting it, I will be sure to give you guys a set review on it, because I'm sure you guys will want to see it for yourself. So yeah, thank you guys for watching my video today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.